To use the HTML editor, either go to Campaigns or straight from the dashboard, just go ahead and click Create Campaign. Now give your campaign a name and click Next. Now you have a couple of editors to choose from. Go ahead and find Custom HTML Editor and click Choose. Now you have three options. You can either paste in the code, import from zip file, or import from a URL. Now it doesn't really matter what you choose because you can also change it in the editor, but you're going to have to choose something. I'm going to go ahead and click Choose Paste in Code. And here is the HTML editor. Now if I decide to import HTML from a file, I go ahead and click this, and I can upload my zip file over here. Then I can switch back to the paste your HTML version, or I can go ahead and click import code from URL. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use an online version of a newsletter I have over here. I'm just going to copy this URL here, go back and paste it over here and click this button here. And sometimes you might have to wait a little longer. And to beautify this code, that's what this button does. It means that, for example, if you copy and paste sometimes some code, some things might be a little off. So to make it more beautiful, you can just go ahead and click this button here. And there we go, more beautiful. And the cool thing about this editor is if you click in any part of this preview here, it will take you straight to the code. And if you click on the code, it will do the same thing. It will take you to that part of the preview. Your file manager is here, so you can see all your images here, and if you need one of those images, just go ahead and click the copy URL and paste it into the specific section of the code where you need that image. Then we have the settings over here. Automatically add preheader. There we go, we have a preheader now. This is the text that goes after the subject line. Text after. Right? And then we have the View in Browser button, which we can change here if we want it to say something else. Now, if you already have one of these here, View in Browser, you're going to need to take that away in your code, of course, because otherwise it's going to be duplicated like here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this and turn this off. Automatically add footer does the same thing. We added this footer here. And again, if you already have a footer, you're going to have to either uncheck this or take away this footer in the code. Now, the cool thing about this button here is if you use this footer here, it will take the default that you set in your account and put all that information into that footer automatically. And of course, later, if you want to change something, you just go ahead and click this little pencil button and you can edit all the details right over here. I'm going to cancel this again, uncheck this, and automatic CSS inline. For some email clients, they strip out the CSS in the style box. Using this inliner will apply all of your CSS except media queries as inline styles. So check this if you need that to happen. You can, of course, later just check if everything works as it should work if you click this preview and test and click send a test email. Put in your email address and then go ahead and click send test. I'm going to cancel. And while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and click the preview mode. This shows you a preview of the desktop version, the mobile version. It gives you access to the online version of your newsletter. Just click copy the link and you can paste it in somewhere. You can save it as a PDF and you can close it over here. Then we can also undo any changes we have made in our template. For example, we can go all the way back to the end where we didn't have anything until I see that newsletter. There we go. And then we also have snippets right over here. And this allows you to quickly have access to some of the things that are most handy if you're starting from scratch or from a template you already have. If you need to add a custom field, you can just go ahead and find the custom field you need. For example, name, copy it here, go to the content, find the place where you want to have that custom field. For example, here in this header, your journey to great skin in this case, Just going to go ahead and find that text. Okay, the text is over here, and I can just Command V or Control V, paste it in right over here. And then if you have the names of your subscribers in your databases, the names will automatically show up here and change in all the newsletters, of course, depending on who is getting the newsletter. Now let's go back to snippets. Here you have an unsubscribe link, which you will need. And the best thing is to use the one we provide here. Then we have the web version link. This is what we're using right over here. The forward link, you can copy it here. And then we have HTML snippets. Now, I think these are especially useful if you're starting from scratch. This is the base. This is what you can start with. This HTML is especially designed to work great with emails. You have conditional tags, so you can use this if you know there are specific issues with some email clients. Then you have the 2 columns, a button. Let's go ahead and put that randomly somewhere in the content. I'm not going to do this according with best practice. I'm just going to paste it in right over here, just so you see what it is. Here's the button, okay? And then, like I said, if I want to undo it, I can either delete the code or I can just click undo over here. Now I'm going to go back to snippets. We had the buttons, then we have social forward. So these are basically these social follow links over here. Then we have a spacer, pretty self-explanatory. Image tags, if we need that. A logo and text, that's what we can use at the very top over here. And the footer. Again, if you're going to be using this footer, copying it here and pasting it, then we'll have an additional footer, and you'll have to choose. You'll either use the one you pasted in here or the one you already have, and deleting the one you're not using. One last thing here, the actions, save as template. If you want to save this template to reuse later, you can just go ahead and give it a name and click save. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Please click subscribe, use the little bell icon. You can also catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course use the little subscribe link in the description to sign up to our newsletter. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.